Fucked and drank all night, acted all alright. Had no need to fight tonight. Fucked and drank all night, acted all alright. Had no need to fight tonight. Cast me far away, play these little games, acting all okay, today. Cast me far away, play these little games, acting all okay, today.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow. You can't be a proof. I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Or will you fucking fight back? You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they're giving them, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds. Talking out loud so proud, you better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head down.
Never gonna make it. Never that you make it. And never gonna take it. You're never gonna make it. You just gonna take that. Make them take it all back. You need that. Nobody's gonna take that. Or will you fucking fight back? Or will you fucking fight back? Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, wherever you may be. It's still 11 o'clock where I am, so it's still technically morning. Good citizen, how are you?
How's the volume? Volume check from the crowd, guys. Let's get a 1 in the chat if the volume is good, please.
Please, please. Testes. 1, 2.
Good to
3.
see y'all, man. Good to see y'all. Aguilar, we're watching you. Literally, we're watching you.
Literally. Oh my God. Killing me over
I'm not
there.
lying, bro. I'm lying, bro.
I'm lying, bro.
All
Girl,
right.
get it. What's up, Carl? Good to see you. Cheryl, good to see you.
How we doing? So they had a special meeting. They had a special meeting that most of the town didn't even know about last night.
Secret
about
special
that?
meeting.
Yeah, secret special meeting. So gotta love that shit. And I've got that meeting. I'm gonna have to like be really careful with the audio because I had to like jump up the audio, but we'll go over that. We'll go pretty crazy little meeting though.
Yeah. We'll do golf. We'll do golf again. Golf and Aguilar. That's what you got today for our show, guys.
Golf and Aguilar.
We're gonna spectate.
We might do a couple of replays. You know how that goes. You got to have the replays. You got to see when the ball goes in the hole.
Mr. Bean, how you doing, Mr. Bean?
Mr. Bean. We got Carl. Press Harder came in, very first one. Cheryl, my online wife over here, Cheryl. Don't be talking shit on Cheryl.
Yeah.
Oh man. So I don't know, man. Why don't you give a little bit of background on at least what you saw this video while I get it all queued up here because I don't feel like switching screens.
Yeah. So they posted the meeting on their town page, the day before the meeting, and so not a lot of people had any kind of notice as far as what was going on, and then the meeting wasn't really a meeting, guys. So I hate to spoil that for you, but it never got seconded, so there was no technical meeting. It was just a technical shit show.
Pretty much.
Hope that helps.
I mean,
Tapatios, Latin Indian.
What's up, Tapatios? Hey, Lat. Good morning. Lurking as always.
Yeah. Basically the meeting wasn't a big deal anyways, right? It was just the town wants to spend $2.64 million, pocket change to a town that size, right? Like no big deal. Nobody should know about it. The town shouldn't know about it. They definitely should not have an opinion about it. And so, yeah, we're just going to have a secret little meeting and spend $2.4 or $2.64 million. And don't worry, the slaves will pay it back. I mean, the people will pay it back.
Yeah, eventually with all the code enforcement tickets that are given out there, because they don't really get any enforcement off of speeding or anything. Not like they pull anybody over there anymore.
Yeah, what's up, Wolverine? How you doing? I see you, Beth Meadows.
Ooh, Beth.
Stop, man, guys.
Yeah, I'm slacking over here. So we got Press Harder, we got Beth. See, it's moving on me. We got Lat, we got Wolverine. See, it keeps moving on me. Wolverine. What's going on, brother? So I've got this set up here. Let's bring it up here.
You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just
Hey, it's
All right,
me.
from left to right, we got Vern. We got what was his name again? We found out his name the other day. I forget.
I forget. I'm
He's
sorry.
not very he's not very important. Then we got the mayor there in the middle, and then we got Tyra next to the mayor, and then we got, I think his name's Mark, on the far right.
Oh, is that Mark? I thought that was Adam.
No, that's
Kind of looks like Adam.
yeah, I think that's Mark. Yeah, he's the other council member.
I mean, it's really fuzzy with the whole laptop thing going on.
Oh yeah, it's terrible quality.
Now, I've had to enhance the audio on all their shit. Look at right in front of every single one of them. Those are microphones, correct? What are they hooked up to?
I mean, they look like microphones to me. They just don't utilize them or whatever, right?
Right? I don't get this. All right, so I'm going to crank this up. So if you guys have like your volume cranked up, please turn it down, adjust as needed. Because I'm going to crank this up. I did run it through the editor. This is only one time, so I don't know exactly how loud it's going to be. I didn't review it because I ended up putting it up and then I just went to bed.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad, but yeah, just as needed, right?
All right. Well, I'm cranking it up. Here we go.
Why are we applying for loans?
It's part of the letter of conditions that we have to meet that, and then USDA pays 2.6 back to the intern.
But I thought we had the loans through the,
We do, but we still have to put up money for, it's part of the letter of conditions.
okay, earlier today I asked for more information to have a meeting on this and be able to explain it, such as the loan papers.
I asked for a workshop, you said you didn't want one.
Okay, let's go on, there's a motion on here, if you're trying to answer a lot of the questions that we need. Second on the agenda.
Okay, so basically, if you couldn't hear him, I'll be a little bit more clear for the mayor there because they have horrible fucking audio. He asked if anybody wanted to second the agenda. Now you have Mark over here in the corner with his hand on his face, going, "Nope."
Yeah, and that's Gerald. That's Gerald next to him. His name's Gerald. I remember now. Gerald.
And you got Gerald with the face palm.
Yeah, face palm. Like, oh fuck.
And then you got Vern over here going, "Fuck you," and then you got Tyra over here, who really isn't a part of the council at this point in time. She's just sitting there, so she can't second this agenda. So right now there is no meeting. Like there should be no talking about any of this bullshit. There shouldn't be any deadlines put on anything because there is no meeting. But we'll continue on with it. Mitten, good to see you.
Well, I'm gonna take this. We're not approving any goddamn loan things and nothing, we just need a goddamn.
No, what
You
you're
hear 'em?
asking for is us to approve 2 signatures or 1 signature on a loan without the town council having the right.
I'm not asking for anything, Bert. I'm asking for an ordinance to be passed that has nothing to do with the loan.
Did you read the ordinance?
I read the ordinance, it makes the loan go on through.
No, it does not. That possibly may be one small issue to it.
Can we get Jerry on the phone?
Let me explain to you. He's going to explain the legal part of this, and what you're trying to do is slide through here to where it only takes 1 signature for everything, that no more issues are going to come to this council for vote. Everything will be either by Donald's signature or by Tyler's. Not even a combination of the two, and we don't even get to go to council with it.
Yes, we do.
Right.
The council.
So
Hold on. There you go. Go ahead.
So that's the concern of a lot of people, right? Is that if this motion was to go through, the council would be null and void, and then executive decisions can be made by Donald or Tyra. It does not take even both of them. It's just one. So that's the concern. And Mark over there, he sure says goddamn a lot, don't he?
Right? Especially with that hand over his mouth all the time. I'm surprised he gets anything out there. But I mean, when you have issues like this that have been, and you'll hear it, and you'll hear the dates clearly because the dates stood out to me very clearly. This has been going on since 2005, and now they're trying to put a rush on this.
Hurry up.
Top of
All right.
on top
Hurry it
of
up.
taking the rights away from the council members on making any spending decisions on this project. All right, here we go. We're gonna continue.
This is to approve the agenda. We probably got a motion, and we need a second.
No one seconded it.
You know, a second, then we'll have a meeting.
Thank you.
Well, then that's gonna take another 2 to 3 months for augmentation, just so you know.
And it should, we should have proper notice of all of this.
Now, Tyra just threw a little fit there and said, well, now it's going to take like 2 or 3 more months for augmentation. What she's talking about is they need if you're not up to date here, they have like really bad water in Aguilar. Like, in fact, like apparently in here, you're going to hear the lawyers state that they're still not up to code and up to fucking what they need for all this bullshit. And they're trying to push this on everybody. So she's like throwing a fit, like this is the last ditch effort, but if they don't approve this, they're going to have to wait 2 or 3 months, but they've been waiting since 2005. Now you're going to throw a fucking fit about it?
Yeah, now it's a rush and give me the executive powers.
Right. All right, we're gonna.
I mean, you guys watch her attitude, the woman on the right, and you tell me if you'd want her in charge of your dog, let alone everything else that you have to deal with in a town.
We always say, this is a game of like poker out here. What we do, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't know how to handle yourself and whatnot and so forth, even the cops will tell you that they go off your body language. Just watch her body language throughout the rest of this. I mean, for real, it's ridiculous. Here we go.
No, because it goes on Facebook and can't keep it off of Facebook and everybody's asking questions. That's why.
Everyone deserves the right.
Not if it hasn't been approved.
You're not even part of the council.
Well, the thing is, all this right here is approval of the agenda.
And no one wants to approve the agenda. You don't have a second. Which is right to do. And putting it off for 3 months,
Water attorney and everybody else to see how it is. And when the state comes back down on us for not being in compliance.
she's part of the council.
She's telling how it's gonna go on this. She's got more knowledge on this than any of us except for Mark sitting on the council.
All right, I'm going to stop here again. I'm sorry, I'm going to stop here again. She is getting so upset at Vern right now for wanting to actually read what was thrown in front of him and expected to just pass without completely reading through it. And there's other council members that aren't even here right now that haven't even had a chance to read this thing.
And she stated in that last part there that she did not, she's not giving Vern all the information either. He doesn't deserve all the information because he will go putting it on Facebook, she states. And it shouldn't be on Facebook if it's not approved. Well, I would think if it's not approved and it's something that the town has to make a decision on, where or why to spend this 2.6 or 2.64 or something like that $1 million. I would think the town probably should have some kind of notice and say, but no, the town gets zero notice. and the council gets 24 hours. There's a lot of legal jargon in there. And again, she wouldn't give the actual loan proposal and what's going to happen with the loan. Just only the other half of it, okay, was presented. And she states because it will end up on Facebook. That's her reasoning.
Yep. Yep. Well, that should already be public notice. That should be hanging in the post office along with their water report. I mean, that's all public notice.
No, the town's business is not. The town's business ain't the town's business, is what she says.
I wonder if it stipulates in that same ordinance, because they're trying to pass an ordinance. I don't know what this has to do with ordinances, but they're trying to pass an ordinance on this, right? Stating that she gets the fucking power, or Donald gets the power. And on top of that, it's just fucking ridiculous. I mean, my head hurts so bad, good citizen. It hurts so bad. The way that she's pushing this after.
Yeah, could you imagine living under her authority?
Right? I mean, just the way that she's pushing this when it's been going on since 2005.
And there's no talking logical to her. Like, this shows there's no talking logical to her, because Burns being very logical, and everybody else in the room obviously is agreeing, because there's no second on it. Okay, so actions speak louder than words. Even though everybody's not saying anything, they are saying something by not seconding that. Okay, he is bringing a logic to her, and she is bringing a fucking a 5-year-old fit. She packs her shit up, and she's taking her fucking ball and going somewhere else, right?
Right. Let's continue on. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought back there. I had an idea and then I lost it. I'm sorry. It happens sometimes. Told you. That's why I don't really like lives. All right, let's continue on.
The people of the town need to read this ordinance.
Well, first you want us to have an augmentation fund, but you don't want to do anything about it.
We want the augmentation fund, but we don't want to give up the rights of the council. And no one's going to second this, so get on with it.
Oh, that was it. That's where I was trying to go with it, and I lost it. So basically what she's trying to do, and what you'll hear her say, is basically it's like either you have water or you don't with this thing. Like, so she's trying to push it to where if this doesn't get passed, nothing's going to get done. That's where I was going with that.
Jerry,
Yeah, I don't know who's speaking, because I can only see two people in the camera, but, and the sound is not the best, but, given the fact that there's legitimate discussion, I would say you should approve the agenda so that you can move on and discuss the substantive issue. I would be very concerned if you did not have a meeting tonight. The time frame on what needs to be done on the documentation project is getting tougher and tougher to meet. The state was conciliatory in extending the completion.
Getting tougher for him. It's getting tougher for the lawyer.
2023. And they also removed from the requirements of the decree a deadline for running this project to bid. That's been the most difficult part of the process, because it requires USDA approving what SDM is doing from an engineering point of view, as well as preparing bid documents. Unfortunately, I hope at the August 18th conference call, the USDA would have gotten with SDM much sooner, but Neil, for one reason or another, couldn't get with them until this week. She sent to me an email early this week. Well, it's Tuesday. But there's a couple of problems there with the in as well. So that's where the biggest delay is. But Aguilar needs, I mean, it's absolutely necessary that Aguilar to the interim loan, or I would just call it a construction loan, like what we're used to. When you build a house, you get a construction loan, and when you're done, you pay off the construction loan with a permanent finance. USDA is the permanent financer, and they're calling the shots, and Tyler is correct. There's a 37-page letter of conditions that we still have to go through and meet in order to get this thing off the ground. And a critical step is this loan. So what this bond council is prepared is he has taken away with his ordinance, and there's a lot of whereases in there with a lot of facts. But as I read it, everything seems to be in order. The key is that you all are in agreement that Aguilar is an enterprise zone. And apparently that was determined back in 2006.
Okay. I don't know if you all caught that. I can replay it a little bit if you want me to, but
He's hard to hear.
he is very hard to hear. All this was all implemented and started in 2005 and 2006. Like, what the hell has been going on? What are we at? We're at, I think we're almost at damn near 20 years now. The fuck has been going on in that fucking town for 20 years?
I don't know, but it's a rush now.
And I wasn't around yet, but with the USDA loan that Aguilar took out, and it did so as an enterprise. And the key to the enterprise is that it helps, that it avoids the chamber provisions that would require an election for Aguilar to incur this interim loan because it's for more than a year. This interim loan is set up for a 3-year period. If everything goes well, and your project is completed by September next year, which it needs to be according to the decree, then the interim loan will be paid off by the USDA permanent financing. So we have to cross all our T's and dot all the I's, and this is a critical meeting to approve going forward with the interim financing. Whoever was speaking and objecting that the process tonight, if you approve this ordinance that the bond council drafted, he is correct that you are tonight authorizing the mayor or the town administrator, which I assume is Tyler, to be signatory on documents. In a practical sense, if you want to just say we'll approve this, but we want the mayor only to be signing, unless for some reason there's an emergency and Tyler would have to step in, and she could certainly contact the board members and let her know what she's doing in terms of signing something. But the documents themselves are set up for the mayor to sign. But he is correct. Once you approve this ordinance tonight, then you shift it away from the town council and into the administrative process where the mayor is then authorized under the statutes that are cited in the ordinance to sign documents, which the two that are attached to that ordinance are the loan agreement with Cobank and the promissory note itself. Now, you're not signing the loan agreement or the note tonight. You're only approving the ordinance.
Okay. So he just said right there that you're not signing for the approval of the loan. You're signing for the ordinance.
Right.
And he also stated that Vern, myself up there, the guy that, the guy in the red, that's me. I put out all those weird videos, Vern. And so I mean, he's right. He said it right there. He's correct. It
Yeah,
takes the
and
town council fucking vote away from any spending, whatever, any executive fucking decision that needs to be made.
he
You
he
know,
did.
the
The
mayor
lawyer
gets to
said,
sign.
he said, well, Tyra could still call the people from the board and let them know what she's doing. Well, we know already just from our month of dealing with Tyra, she's not transparent. So there's no reason she would even contact the board for the next 5 years. Her and the mayor are going to make their own decisions.
I
And
mean, if
this
Vern,
this town has a weak mayor setup. It's not like most cities where the mayor can make executive decisions or something. Well, that almost makes him now no longer a weak mayor system. It's kind of an odd setup all the way around.
right? I completely agree with you. Plus, you know, it's just, see, I lost my train of thought because I had it and then I lost it. I'll get it back.
Why the rush? Why the rush? Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
why the rush? It's just, it's killing
Why
me.
wasn't
It's killing
there
me
a
on
rush a
all
long
of
time
it.
ago?
Yeah, it's just killing me on all this. I mean, I'm
And
sitting here
you
having a
understand?
hard time hearing it and processing a lot of it because some of this stuff I didn't even hear. And it's like,
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
and he says in there, he's like, hey, this isn't the loan that does the pond. This is just a construction loan. Like if you were buying a house or if you bought land and wanted to build a house, you'd get a construction loan, and then once that's done, we'll get a final loan through the USDA to override it all. So this 2.6 million isn't even the loan they need. The loan that they need, it comes out in probably maybe a month or so. But they're in a hurry to get this ordinance through because this loan is attached to that ordinance. The other loan isn't attached to this ordinance, from what I understand. So her saying, "Well, you're either going to get your water or not," is a big bluff. Because if they just waited a month, which it sounds like they have to on the engineering report, anyways, then this loan won't come through and they won't need the ordinance. They'll use a USDA loan in full.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where I was going with it. Thank you. That's where I lost my train of thought. Is the whole loans and everything. Because this isn't just one loan. They're already approved for a loan for this augmentation pond. But apparently, this ordinance needs to be put into place that takes the town council's fucking say out of anything and gives Donald and Tyra full fucking power to do whatever they want with this money.
And now let's touch the topic of Donald, right? Because if Donald's going to have executive power, Donald needs to prove to us that he can read a detailed paragraph. Us as the people, because the rumors I hear, he could expel all those rumors by just reading a paragraph for me. Because if he can't read a paragraph, guys, how is he going to know what he's signing, what he's doing, what he's going to trust her to advise him? I mean. I don't know how that works. I'm not sure, but that'd be a worry of mine.
Well, they've got lawyers, right? The lawyers will tell them what's going on because, I'm pretty sure this lawyer appreciated, which you can tell in the tone of his voice because he makes the comments, that he did not appreciate having to fucking have this meeting last minute. He didn't appreciate that. Felt like he got put on the spot. And he fucking flat out is trying to distance himself from what's going on. Clearly. So let's finish this up here.
Including the loan agreement and the note as conformed. The problem is that the note does not, nor does it's called the credit agreement. It's a loan document. It's a contract with the bank. They do not state the interest rate, and that needs to be resolved. And the way the document is drawn is that will be resolved after you approve this ordinance. And you all can have input on that. I don't know who's running front line with co-bank for Aguilar. I don't know if that's not talking to the loan officer or what. But we do need to clarify what the USDA online, and we have to do this interim financing, and we have to jump through a number of other hoops, get all the engineering lined up. I have some legal things I need to do before USDA will give the green light, so to speak, to go ahead and enter law. So by adopting the ordinance tonight, you are not executing the note, you are not executing the credit loan agreement, but you are agreeing to those documents as to form. And the ordinance requires that you would execute documents in substantially same form as what is attached to the ordinance and what you would put tonight to approve it. So if you don't do that tonight, and really, part of the whole purpose of the ordinance in electing the Colorado Revised Statute Title 11 provisions is to allow the town board to hand over the administration of securing this loan and signing the documents to individuals so that you don't have to have a town board meeting every time to approve a document. That would slow the process down immensely unless you have special meetings in a drop of a hat.
Sir, my name is Vernon Thorne.
Go ahead.
My name is Vernon Thorne. I'm the one,
Hey,
complaining
did you
about
catch?
this.
Did you catch that, you
And the
people?
information about
Go ahead.
Did you catch that? So he's like, hey, so basically, this ordinance needs to be signed because we need to be able to expedite this process. Like, and it's going to be a lot quicker if we only just have to deal with the mayor, just put the papers in front of him and have him sign it, than if it has to go in front of a council, because they'd have to do special meetings and everything at the drop of a hat. He says something to
Right.
that effect, right? And
Right.
so that is why this ordinance needs to go through. No, it doesn't sound like there's any legal fucking reason. It sounds like a power play. That's what it sounds like to me. That's my fucking opinion here. Is this is just a power play to relieve the council of their duties, because the council's been resistant here lately. And if you go against me, I'm going to get rid of you. I'm Tyrant Tyra. You can't go against me. I know what is going on in my place. Okay.
Right. Yeah, exactly. My opinion is the same thing. I mean, it's just a power play as far as like they don't want to have to deal with anybody else going, no, I don't think that that's right, because they want what's actually right for their town. Plus, if they take the council out of the equation, then they don't have a say on where that money goes either.
And they don't have the knowledge. Who says they even have to tell them? He says, well, she could call and tell them or ask them. It doesn't say they have to, because now the administration holds the administrative power. They don't have to refer to anybody for nothing. And the only way you'll find out is if you request it through Cora or FOIA. And then even then, as we found out, they're not gonna supply the information that's supposed to be publicly available.
No, they're not.
It's a dictatorship. That's what it's heading to. And I mean, as if it isn't already, right?
Right. I'm gonna you're probably gonna see me pop up on a new thing here. I'm gonna upload something that I have for everybody, just as my public records that I've gotten here.
Yeah,
and some of the questions that I have on how it works.
Yeah,
there in Aguilar.
Yeah, let's take a little break from this, because that lawyer is fucking long drawn, winded out motherfucker who says a lot of nothing.
Well, no, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm gonna work on this while we finish listening here. You're gonna see me pop up. So
we're halfway through, so we got time.
the loan doesn't seem to be the problem. It's just the town council being surprised with this. It's like you're selling us a new car. You know, it's sign the papers now. And we haven't had a chance to review none of this. This whole thing, I don't have a problem with the loan details. I just want to make sure that Donald and Tyra are educated in finances enough to help, to agree to the interest rate of the loan, the principal amount of the loan. This is the first we heard of it, of even having a second loan for the loan that we already have to pay off this loan. You know, all I was asking for was more time and documents to show what you're talking about. You know, it wouldn't be a problem if everything about this going down to one signature was gone. The town council has the right to represent the people, and that can't be done if you leave the town council out of any of this.
That's period.
What you're saying, but as a practical necessity, at some point, the town council is going to have to authorize the mayor and or the town administrator to sign documents. I mean, that's very standard procedure. That's what any business does, is once the board of directors.
See, he even admits it right there. He admits it. He says, well, either way, you're going to have to give them administrative power to sign off on the loan, which means that the council agrees with the loan and gives them the right to do this. That's how it traditionally goes. He says that's the standard. So why all of a sudden why does the standard don't work all of a sudden? Why, this lawyer says exactly what I think I heard is, traditionally the board would approve it, and then that gives the mayor the authority, administrative power to move it forward. That's how things work. And see, they're trying to dodge that whole situation, and he just said that.
Corporate officers then take over, and they're the ones authorized to sign. So the problem I hear you saying is you just need a comfort level before you're willing to hand this off to the mayor and or the town administrator to execute documents.
You got it pretty close. We have the right to understand this. I've asked for further documents to back up what this is, or at least give them 72 hours to look up these different regulations that you're stating all this in, because what I'm reading is if this gets approved, which is already wrote up, there was no work session, there's no discussion. This is like, do I want this new car or not? You got to decide right now because someone else does. I have the right to review these documents and know what I'm agreeing to, and so does everyone else on this council.
Well, I mean, my only concern is that really, time is of the essence.
Then you shouldn't have waited until the last minute. We should have known this last week.
Tyler, can you address that?
The documents I didn't give them are their loan documents because they go on social media and it hasn't even been approved. They did receive the ordinance.
You're not part of the council.
He's asking me a question.
What a child, man. What a fucking child.
Okay, well, Vern obviously didn't hear that, he was asking Tyra a question, but she snapped at him, the whole snapped at him like, yeah. And then now she's sitting there slumped in her chair.
She openly admitted that she didn't give him all the information, right? So make a decision with only half the information. That's normal to her, I guess. And she made the administrative decision as the town administrator to not give him that information to make the decision, right? And she openly admits it right here because he may put it on Facebook.
Right. Yeah, well, no, not he. No. No, let's get this right. Not he. They.
Yeah, rewind it. Listen to her, dude. She throws a big fit.
We'll go back here. We'll see.
This is like, do I want this new car or not? You got to decide right now because someone else does. I have the right to review these documents and know what I'm agreeing to, and so does everyone else on this council.
Well, I do that. My only concern is that, really, time is of the essence.
Then you shouldn't have waited until the last minute. We should have known this last week.
Tyler, can you address that?
The documents I didn't give them are their loan documents because they go on social media and it hasn't even been approved. They did receive the ordinance.
You're not part of the council.
He's
You're not
asking me a
here.
question.
Oh.
So what she said there was that the documents that she was supposed to give him were the loan documents, and she did not want to give him the loan documents because the loan documents weren't approved, and they go onto social media and post all of this stuff.
Yeah.
They. Who's
How
this
dare
they? Where did they come from? I don't know of this they. Has anybody ever heard of they? Does anybody know they's channel?
I know you,
I
but not they.
know good.
I think
Not
it's all
they.
Vern's fault. It's all Vern.
I know Vern, but I don't know they. So if anybody has like they's channel, I'd love it. I'd love it. Please send me they's channel. And if they're using my work, I'm not happy because you didn't ask. But I don't know. It's fair use up until a point. All right, let's go.
So my concern, we got another issue, unfortunately, it could be a real problem. We started working on an amended decree on the original augmentation decree that's case number dated in 2005. So, over the years, Aguilar was unable to perform according to that original decree, which then the state came up and said we need to amend the decree to change the deadline. That's the good news part. And every part of that amended decree, I suspect, I hope, is beneficial, putting the completion date for the project end of September of next year. We should be able to meet that. The state agreed to drop the deadline for letting the bid, which we were having a hell of a time meeting. I mean, they wanted that deadline this fall sooner than later, and because of the delays between USDA and SDM, that just keeps dragging out and dragging out. And I asked the state to just drop that, and they did. So the only real deadline we have is to complete the project by September. But we have another deadline it's a real problem now. The court entered the order yesterday to enter the amended decree. And there's a paragraph in the amended decree that says that we haven't already given notice of acquisition of funding. That's the quote from the decree. We have 7 days from entry of the decree, which was yesterday. If the only thing we can do, if the town were to pass the ordinance tonight, would be to give notice that the town has approved the bond ordinance, which essentially approves the form of the current agreement and the maintenance code. If those are not executed yet, this ordinance tonight would authorize the mayor or the town administrator to execute those documents based upon board member thoughts, comments. Maybe you want to limit it to allowing the mayor only to sign documents. But if we were to pass it tonight, then I would be able to give notice to the objectors in the state within 7 days of the court approving the motion to enter the amended decree that
But time is of the essence. Time is of the essence.
Yeah.
So you want to break that? You want to break that down a little bit more, good citizen? Because I figure, I figure you could break that. You have a better explanation of what just happened there.
Well, I mean, obviously, like you said, they're running on an amended deal all the way from 2005, right? And now, you know, deadlines need to be met and everything because, you know, well, it's the contract kind of set up there. And it sounds like somebody went and filed their court paperwork before they had everything planned and figured out, and that's why this power play is coming about, right? And again, I still don't see why they need this ordinance in order to get a loan, other than this special loan they're trying to get that they want to hurry through because they know the council isn't going to quickly agree on it. Let's get rid of the council and give absolute power.
Mm-hmm.
Because he keeps stating that over and over, like, you know, well, we can get to that when it comes. If it comes to that, we can get to that. He keeps stating that, but he also stated in there that, you know, if the council agreed on this, then we wouldn't need the ordinance, essentially, right? But we need this ordinance to dissolve the board, basically, at least of their opinions and their rights to stand up for their people of the town, and put everything on Don and Tyra. They get to make all decisions for the town of Aguilar, and that has to be done right now. Why? Because court paperwork went in 7 days ago, and they only got 7 days
Since 2005. They've only got
Right.
7 days.
Right.
Now, 7 days. We got to push this through. We got to push it through fast, and we can't have all the council members there. And we're having a meeting when there's no actual second for a meeting. Still,
This is not a meeting, guys. This is not a meeting. This has been just an official shit show, narrated by what was his name? Jerry.
Right? I'm glad you caught that. I didn't. Now I'm going to use that. Watch. It's going to be fun.
Did you get that picture put together there? I think people want to see that. I think they want to see that.
No, I didn't. It's giving me crap. So I'll make a small video on that about well, hold on. Let me work on that. I
thought it'd be fun to sneak into the middle of the video so that way they got to watch through it to find it, and you know, instead of just putting it out there for everybody, it's like an Easter egg.
No, I hear you. All right, maybe I can email it to myself because my phone doesn't want to connect here to do all the stupid stuff. So hold on a second. Let's finish this out. We've got about 5 more minutes here. I think I can do it.
I'm sorry that this information wasn't circulated to where everyone could absorb it and possibly even contact me ahead of this meeting. Here we are to answer questions.
No one seconded the motion, so we don't have a meeting.
So let me, Mr. Thorne, let me ask you, are you saying that given your position, that you would be able to review the documents and you could call a special meeting in 3 days, or something like that?
I'm saying, why is this sprung on us with 24 hours notice? As a councilman, we have a right to read these documents, and people who work today did not have even 24 hours. You already said there's another problem with the PR test, that not all the documentation's over. So why not give us a chance to read these things? I understand the 7 days you're talking about. I understand the 7 days that you're talking about that you need it done by now, but we had less than 24 hours to digest legal documents that I know at least one person on the board, possibly two, have not had a chance to read these because of their job. For council to make the decision or even have the meeting, we've got the right to at least understand what we're voting on.
Well, I understand that, but let me clarify. The preliminary engineering report issues and all the engineering issues are ongoing. This is a separate precondition that USDA needs to have to move forward. It's separate from the engineering issues, so let's keep those separate. All I'm asking you is, it's unfortunate that you haven't had the time that you felt you needed. My question is, can you, in the next several days, look this over and contact me with questions, one-on-one if you need to, so that the board can reconvene in the next 2 or 3 days and get this ordinance.
And that's exactly what I'm asking for, is time to review the documents.
Have a meeting tomorrow night, 7 to 6 o'clock.
Come on, you're not giving people time.
That's 24 hours.
Well, he's got 7 days. You know what, and we haven't even got a second to start this meeting.
I know. So I'm asking Donald. send me-
They are pissed. Pissed off. Here comes the goddamn.
Nobody wants a second motion, we can't.
We can't have a meeting without that. I agree to a meeting and I agree to the terms of the loan. What I don't agree to is the council not having the right to review anything.
So you got 48 hours,
So when are you saying have the next meeting?
Thursday night. We need to get this done. We've
I
been dragging
agree.
this thing out.
I'm not
We've been dragging this thing out.
Rod Taylor.
Yes, you can.
Okay, well, we'll have a meeting, request a meeting Thursday, 6 o'clock. Give you time to review it.
I don't think I can be here, and Joe won't be here Thursday night.
Friday.
We can do Friday. And then we go here? No,
We need to get this thing done.
it needs to be.
I agree. I'm not trying to stop.
I don't like 24 hours and enough time to review something.
No, it is not.
Please take the phone all out of me, Linda.
Will you stop jumping on my wife or something here? She's got a right to record.
I know.
As much as you're recording.
We're not worried about that right now.
So,
Gerald puts up to 24 hours.
Thursday, 6 o'clock.
Thursday's fine with me.
If we don't have a forum, how can we do it? Joe can't be here.
Jim's not here tonight.
I know, can we all be here Thursday night?
I'll be here Thursday.
Okay, all right.
So, Thursday at 6 o'clock.
And you said we can contact you in between?
Yeah, Tyler, you can make sure they have my contact info, preferably email and phone is fine as well.
Okay.
Email's fine with me.
Okay, motion to adjourn.
Yeah,
We didn't have a meeting.
Yeah, so,
Easter egg.
6:25.
Yep. So they're gonna reconvene in a couple days. You know.
The next meeting is Thursday at 6 on Facebook off of 2 laptops.
Yeah. See, I think they had him on the front laptop with the microphone, and they were probably talking to him. I don't know, through one of the programs, right?
Right.
So I think
Well,
that's what was going on there.
Well, the laptop, if you didn't see it, that gray thing that was sitting in front of them, it looked like they were doing a video chat with him on another laptop while they were recording on another laptop.
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what is happening there.
That's what was exactly happening there. And I'm trying so hard not to laugh at that because, of course, you know, I refer back to this video here that I did right before the Aguilar. I know you can hear it.
Whereas
I'm
the
gonna
Orland
bring
Park
it up.
Police Department
It's
has
about
been
the
a leader
Safety
police
Act in
training, policy
Illinois.
and practice, accountability and transparency, and whereas
But
the
I
bill
mean, look,
values
Transparency.
public engagement and
right?
stakeholder involvement to
Look, that's the mayor reading and
Yeah.
leading and reading. And then you go back here. Look at how nice that is.
Accountability, fairness, and equity today.
Look at how nice that is. And wait, listen.
Safety Act and demand that state lawmakers own up to the mistakes they have made with the erroneously named Safety Act and get rid of the dangerous provisions of the Safety Act that hamper the ability of law enforcement to pursue.
Now you can hear every single word that person said.
Yeah,
And I
sounds
didn't
great.
even have to enhance the audio. You want to hear something even better that I found like down here all the way near the end here? Hold on. I know pretty much where we're at here. So you got right here. Okay, you ready?
Wave. Thanks.
Mr. Mayor,
Trustee Radishevsky.
I'll chime in with some comments, and thank you everyone for your comments. I agree with all of them wholeheartedly.
You know what that is? That's a person on a phone.
Yeah.
You can hear every single word they said and very clearly.
And it sounds like it's public comment. It's public comment, it sounds like, which is another thing Aguilar doesn't really like. Is public comment.
You see that empty seat right there?
Yeah.
That's that council member
Oh,
on
okay.
the phone at the meeting and can be heard very clearly.
So are you taking notes, Aguilar? You see what you could have?
I refer to that.
Well, Aguilar's got millions of dollars that they can access, right? I mean, obviously, hurry up and rush for this 2.64. So, I mean, I think they could probably afford a microphone and some kind of recording media, you know.
You would well, they got microphones. That's why I don't understand why they sound like absolute crap. Like you can't hear nothing. I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they're running off of like a fucked up version of StreamYards.
Yeah. And in case you guys missed the Easter egg, you can always, check it out right in your own time. You might find interest there.
Right. Definitely. It's in there. I kind of have like one concern on that one, and that's why about like the mayor not being listed on there. Why is that? Can you inform me on why the mayor possibly would not be on that list of employees and salaries and hourlies?
He's weak. He's weak.
Weak.
So, the weak mayor don't get paid. So
No.
sometimes they'll get paid per meeting or whatever, but they don't get like a salary in most cases. So when you look at the Easter egg, you're not going to see the mayor on the list. You will, however, see everybody else for the most part that we could account for. You won't see Vern on there. There's no Vern. So there's a few of our guests that you won't see on there, but there's a few of our not guests that you will see on there.
Correct. But
either way, it's hella interesting when you look at it. Like, do the math. To be about 153K, somewhere in there, and you divide that amongst 10. So,
yeah, it's kind of crazy. I kind of was having an eye twitch at some of those figures there. Doesn't make any sense because hell, I can't even live off of that. And I've looked up rent out there in Aguilar, and I've looked up housing prices out there in Aguilar, and you know what? I don't think that you could live off of what they're saying they're getting. Not out in Aguilar, because the fact that there is no real grocery store in Aguilar. If you wanted to go to the grocery store, you have to go to Trinidad. That's like miles. That's gas. That's extra expense. You know what I'm saying? And usually when you're going out there for heavy supplies. So you're spending a good amount of money anyways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So these figures here, I couldn't even live off these figures.
Well, and Trinidad is a small town as well. It's not much. It's not like it's a big city. So when you're dealing with that, you have the up mark there as well, right? Like things aren't cheap if you go to the Walmart there, like if you went to the city or whatever, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's expensive.
But it gets very expensive. But
And like Betty commented too, you know, all those people that live there, if they want to maintain a healthy body, mind, and immune system, they have to buy their water. And then you figure, what, you drink a jug of water a day? I mean, hell, I use a half a jug just for my fucking coffee every day, right? So you're buying a jug every single day, even at just one jug a day is $30 a month, you know, that these people have to pay. They don't have a choice. If they want to consume the water, they have to buy it. And
Right.
and the water that they can't consume, they're still forced to pay a ridiculous amount for.
So just think about all of those expenses.
Right. It adds up. It adds up.
And hell, what we were looking at a house to rent so that way we can get residency, right? Good citizen. And that fucking place was like, it was basically a junior 1-bedroom, I would say, in my opinion. Like it all was like one big thing, but it had a door that separated the bedroom. That's it. So it's a junior 1-bedroom. $650
like $3,000, like $3,000 to get in the door too, right? Like
right.
Yeah, $650 a month, $3,000 to get in, something around that area. And then like that's the cheapest we found too, right? Like that
is the cheapest I found. In fact,
we're still looking at it, guys. We're not swayed from it yet. We're just trying to check all of our options first because we would like residency in Aguilar, so that way as citizens of Aguilar we have more say.
Good citizen, I was actually looking at 180 acres out there, my man. There is a ranch for sale for $300,000 for 180 acres.
Yeah. Good ranch land out there. We got elk, we got bear, we got mountain lion.
Imagine what we could do?
Yeah.
Well,
it's beautiful.
I mean, think about it, man. I mean, we could build a huge lodge out there, and we can call it like, I don't know, maybe the Cop Watchers headquarters or something, and we can like invite a whole bunch of people. There you go.
Yeah. We'll do retreats, right? Retreats for the community. Yeah. And bring all the people out that like to be involved in their government, right? Yeah, it'd be a hell of a way, you know. The U compound, yeah, there you go, Cheryl.
The U compound.
You know? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it'd be great. And you know, since everything's entrusted and you know, we got our own organizations, well, you know, we get those nice little tax breaks. Aguilar love that, you know. Right. So it could be fun. We got a lot of options, Aguilar. We got you on the map. We're looking at you. I don't know about you people, but in the past 28 days, I've got almost 100,000 views focusing on Aguilar. Mostly Tyra's funny videos, though. I got to give it to Tyra. It goes to her.
I'd probably do it too, just to screw with people. The fuck is that? It's the U compound.
The U compound. Yeah, we can figure that out for sure, man. Get the invites sent to everybody, and oh yeah.
Well, I mean, you figure it's only 300,000. We should be able to get that paid back.
That's average. That's average here too. Like, you know what I mean? That's not above average or nothing.
Well, that's actually
average.
That's actually the cheapest I found with the most amount of land, but it doesn't have a house on it. But it is a ranch.
Yeah.
I haven't like like located the house on the 180 acres yet, but I'm working
Well,
on that one. But the
in
the
a brand
most
a brand new house built here, say like a nice modular, you're looking at around for about the size you'll need an extra 150 or something. And here's what I'll tell you, because it's pertinent to what's going on here. So what you would do is you'd have the land, and then you'd get a construction loan, kind of like what they're trying to do at Aguilar right now. Except yours wouldn't be for 2.64 million; it'd be for the price of the home, which would be about $150,000. And then they would finalize the package all together, and you would then owe, the total difference of $450,000 in one 30-year mortgage or whatever, right? So it's not like it's impractical to do here. It can be done. And even at 450 for that kind of land in a brand new modular home, you're already ahead in value, if that makes sense.
right.
You'll have equity right off the bat. But that's what those loans are typically used for, what they're trying to do right now. So, and they're typically not 2.64 million either.
No, not typically, but I mean, you do have beautiful houses like this. This is a beautiful house. I was looking at this house. Unfortunately, it's way out of my price range, though. $750,000 for a 4-bedroom.
Right. But that's what that home would be. I'm telling you, if you did it the way I'm saying. But the problem is you either have to have well rights, which you should with a ranch, where you can put in your own well, because the town of Aguilar won't give you a water tap. You'll go and build your house and shit, and then go to connect it to the water, and they're like, "Oh, we can't give you a water tap. We're in a drought."
Mm-hmm.
So then you got a brand new house you can't use. So that's a trick they do there in Aguilar. But if you did that, if you bought that land and then you spent the 150 on a modular, it'd look about the size of that one right there for 997,000. That's just a little modular home that cost about 150. No, I'm saying that'll be the size of it. Yeah. They have all different packages as well, but that'll be the size of it, just like that little ranch house right there. Yeah.
Well, let's see what you get for your 750,000. Ooh, that's pretty. I wonder who lives there. Who's selling that?
That might be Tyra's vacation home.
That's messed up.
You seen how much she makes, man. You never know.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go to the West Realty. That's who has damn near everything listed out here. That's who is sponsoring Walstenburg or Warfano's Sheriff Department.
Man,
our taxes are cheap, dude. Our taxes are cheap compared to a lot of places. Our taxes are cheap. Our taxes haven't went up in a long time because Colorado is the state is a state where you have to vote for an increase. They can't just do millages and increase your shit like they do in many states. You have to actually vote to increase your tax here.
Right.
And nobody's voted to increase it in quite some time, as far as I know. So our tax is actually quite low. I mean, $22,000 a year on something that damn big isn't a bad tax, That'd be 4 times as much elsewhere, I would think.
That's the end of the 4 bedrooms. Tell you what, let's take it down a peg. Let's go 1+. That should bring up everything, right?
Yeah, they got a lot of small homes there. They do have a lot of small homes there because most of them are historic small.
Any. All right, we'll do any. That should bring up that. Right.
Yeah.
There it is. There's the one that I was looking at. Rugby Rock Ranch. 300,000, 180-acre lot. I think we could do a lot with that. But there's a lot of land for sale that I've seen out there.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a studio apartment or something on this one right here for
A lot of the
87.
ranchers are collapsing, right? Because we're having this drought, and then you have to figure the feed cost is through the roof. So honestly, like that, our whole ranching community is taking a hit right now, and a lot of them just can't keep it no more. You know.
Well, wasn't the water from Aguilar helping a lot of those ranchers?
Uh, not so much because of the restrictions. If it didn't
No,
have restrictions, then it would be helpful. But when they restrict your usage, then yeah,
oh
like
no,
a
I'm
lot of
sorry.
places, here, they're not allowing you to fill your cattle ponds. Okay,
Right.
so that's not helpful at all. So they have to go and purchase the water to fucking fill their ponds. You see the
Ooh, that's
difference versus turning on the well?
right.
Yeah.
That's beautiful right there, man. 75,000 for 2.41 acres. If you've got that view, hell yeah.
I got a view like that. Yeah, I got land. I got 2.4 acres here in Colorado. That's just bare land, and yeah, that's about what my views look like too. I'll take you up there sometime. I got beautiful views there.
Mount Shabano Drive. Shabano. Beautiful view.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place, man. It is. It's just you have to live under a dictator, so you're gonna be ruled, and you'll like it.
Unless you fight back, then it's a different story.
Oh, you people.
Not you people. Thank you, baby girl, for the chips.
I think it's so funny when I released the teaser video of Aguilar when we had give them the chance to apologize, and we weren't gonna, we were just gonna say, don't do that again. Apologize publicly. We give them that option, and I hadn't released the video yet of what had happened. Just a little teaser video, and one of the residents there come and commented, and they're like, "Whoa, you only got one comment on here and 10 views or some shit." She's like, "I think you're full of shit. You ain't about nothing." Well, now we've got the town flipped upside down a month later. I wonder if they'd like to redact that statement.
I don't know. I think people are very highly opinionated in this day and age. Even myself, I have a bad habit of like wanting to stick to my guns and not listen to anybody and whatever. But then I try and also keep myself in check on that one as well. So that way I can stop and I can look at it from their point of view. You know what I'm saying? Like I might get frustrated, I might get pissed off, but if you can come up with something that counteracts what I have and it's better, then maybe I might stop. But if you come at me with something stupid, I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna listen to you.
Yeah.
That's like telling me I can't record in City Hall. Don't. Just walk away. Don't.
All right. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna do that next time. All right. Or did they learn?
I don't know. I wasn't kidding when I said that I've got to go back up there and take care of some stuff. So they should be expecting at least you or me or both of us and possibly a sheriff with us, so that way we make sure that we don't get shot when we come down the road, because that's some crazy shit too.
Yeah, we can get a civil escort. The way they treat us, we should be able to get a civil escort there, because they're all threatening with us and stuff.
Yep. So should have no problem bringing the sheriff down to help us record. We'll make sure his body camera's on too while we're at it, so that way while we're in there, we'll just say hi. I kind of want to know where the rest of my paperwork is. I'll send you an email, Tyra. I know you've been busy trying to rush through this loan for whatever reason and taking away everybody's rights away from deciding on what happens with this money and what goes on. I understand it slows down the process, but when you've had the process for almost 20 years now, it's kind of hard to go, well, you know, it's all your fault that now it's not going to go through, and then pout and stare at the wall.
Yeah, and then I just requested some information this morning, so they're on the clock for that one. I don't play around. I'll just wait the 48 hours and then send it straight to the Attorney General.
Well, I mean, technically, you know, they may think that they responded. They gave me, you know, I got a few things of information that I asked for, like my video. I got my video from Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie. Like I said, you know, keep that thing level. Keep that thing level. Make sure not to spin it around because you end up with an upside down stuff. And then I've got to go through and I got to fix it. I didn't feel like fixing it. I just left it raw. So, but you're new. You'll get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She's at least got a good phone, right? Like it did a good picture.
You know, I would love to actually see Stephanie's phone on a tripod sitting there and recording all of that stuff because it had some great video and audio. I have to admit, her phone has some great video and audio. I won't touch Apple, but great video and audio on that phone.
Yeah, feel free to take video of us next time when we get there. Just right when we walk in the door, start the video though, so we have it from beginning to end. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. I tell you what, how about we'll send the sheriff in first to warn you so that way you can go to like Goodwill or something, pick yourself up a tripod. They've always got tripods. Make sure it's there next to your desk. We'll send the sheriff in so that way you feel safe. And then you can set up your camera and secretly record us inside.
Right. And I think I'm gonna send a couple people that way too to go and ask the tough questions as well and record it. And so yeah, it might not be me or you or Vern, but you know, somebody else might just pop in there as well, a little surprise guest or something. You never know.
Right. Hey, who knows, man? Like I fully pull out any invitation to anybody that would like to speak about this and has some sort of proof to back up whatever they're saying. I've gotten my proof from Vern. Hell, I got my proof from Vern straight from frickin' Tyra just because of the way she acts.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we've seen, and yeah, I mean that invitation again. Everybody's like, well, you ain't talked to none of the rest of the council members. It's because they're under a gag order of some sort or whatever. Because Mark, Gerald, even Donald, we'll gladly have you on the show and let you speak your piece. That's not a problem. But yeah, they haven't bothered reaching out to us at all.
No. And my email is there. You know, it's up in my about. If you go to the channel, you go up to the top, you see all the different little sections. Go to about. My email is there. If you want to email me, you ever want to do a show, you want to come up on the show, you want to get your voice heard, you don't have to show your face. You can come up, you can have this icon, you could talk just like us. I can't do the whole voice changer thing, so you're going to have to like deal with your own voice. I mean, I've got a pretty fucked up voice. I don't even like my own voice. I wish I had a voice changer for mine. So you're going to have to deal with your voice on audio, but
we have options.
We have options. I mean, we could also do a private thing, and then I could edit it and then stick it out as a video if you want to do an interview and be like totally anonymous. I can make you sound like a robot.
Yep.
It's fun.
Yep. We have the capabilities.
X, how you doing, X? Good to see you. And get a 90 plus micro. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. All right, my man. Well, I think we've hit the nail on the head with this one as far as this meeting. I think we beat it down to, I think it's nice and tender. I think we can put it in the oven and then like stick a fork in it.
And just for the record, that Easter egg did not end up on Facebook.
Yeah, just for the record, that didn't end up on Facebook. Hell, that didn't even end up on anything until now. In fact, a lot of the information that I've gotten from a lot of the people haven't made it out because they're afraid. And I'm afraid for them because, you know, if something happens to them, I would feel really bad. Now,
Guys, make sure you check that Easter egg out, though. Okay, don't let that slide by. You know, it's in there. You have to go back through and hunt for it a little bit. But that is a hell of an Easter egg that you guys will like. It's just a little public information that was released by you people.
right? So, I mean, Tyra, I'm not worried about you, Tyra. You don't have to worry about your house getting burnt down or you disappearing into the woods. You don't have to worry about that. So, you know, that's why we're just so pissed off with you.
Yeah, no ill will, harm, or intent. You know, we're just exposing what we see.
Yeah.
We're not going nowhere. We'll be here, Aguilar. As long as this kind of behavior keeps up, our viewers love to see it.
So do the citizens. I've learned that the citizens are starting to come around. Granted, they don't want their information put out there, but they're giving us information to look into so that way we can collect public records from outsource areas that don't involve Tyra.
Well, and so far, guys, I'm just going to be honest. Like the public information requests have not been met. I know multiples that have been put in, and none of them have been met. None have been satisfied in full, and they're way past their date of due. And so I know I'm waiting 48 hours, and then mine will go straight to the Attorney General as a refusal denial, so I can start my appeal process. I think everybody else who is in the same position should probably do the same thing. Like Vern was saying, they want hundreds of dollars up front before they will give him his records request. I'd just take that as a denial and get an appeal through the Attorney General. All it takes is an email. Just email them, the Colorado Attorney General, Philip Weisner, get him an email with everything, you know, carbon copied and attached, and then they can see dates, times, when it was received, if they corresponded. All that stuff has metadata in there that really saves your ass in the long run when you do it by email. So they will accept requests in the form of email. If any of you guys want to make your own request, it is a what is it? Aguilar Town Clerk at gmail.com. And then we also have the phone number for the town hall and the clerk listed. It's public information.
As well as the county attorney and city attorney, as well as that. Dan Hyatt, if you'd like to call him and ask him a few questions, maybe he might elaborate on some stuff. I don't have the chips, baby.
Yeah, interaction. You guys know, interaction definitely helps. This is a town of 500 who don't, you know. Yeah, bless you. There's only, you know, about 500 people there. The populace has really just been on the decline, not on the rise, and it just needs a little bit of interaction to let them know, like, hey, we see you, right? That's all. Right. That's what it takes sometimes. So be very nice. Be very nice if you do call. I know if you watch our videos, we were overly nice. Be that way. Be overly nice, right?
Be overly nice.
Yeah.
Because apparently overly nice is rude. So
right. Overly right. It equals rude to them. So be overly nice. And if you have the capabilities, record the call. This is a one-party state. You do not need their permission. You do not have to let them know you're recording them. Just record the call.
Record the call. And you can even say that you're good citizen.
Yeah, good citizen.
Or you people. I would love the recording. You can always email it to me. I would love the recording. I'd make a nice little small little compilation if I could get a few of them. Hey, this is you people. Hey, this is good citizen. And it's not
Right.
really
really easy to do, guys. You might even have a little fun with it.
right.
You know, like I say, just be nice. These women are doing their best for, you know, they have to meet their ruler's orders. So you have to remember that until the rule is broken, they are under a ruler. And I mean, she knows what is going on in her place. So there is no sneaking around there. So everybody there is kind of on eggshells.
Kinda.
Yeah, kind of.
Kinda my ass. Kinda on eggshells. I don't want to hear that. They are on eggshells. If I can't release certain information that I have right now because certain people are afraid, that's eggshells.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got a lot of fucking information set back that I would love to pounce on. But for some reason, conveniently, I can't seem to find any public record on these things that should be public record.
Right. There's not much public record available, and they're not coming off from anything. So, but hey, you guys want to know how much money you guys saved by firing Derek? Go find the Easter egg in this video and learn how much money you guys saved by firing Derek.
And then why don't you ask what's going to happen with that money? Because it's
Where's
got to
it go
go
now?
somewhere. Is it going to go to a new ramp? Can it go to a new ramp for City Hall? City Hall needs a fucking new ADA compliant ramp.
And some paint.
And some paint. And
A
some
little
new
bit of mortar.
concrete. A little bit of mortar. And to fix that ground wire that's hanging. And the town shop, is that like an actual auto shop? What the hell was that attached to it? The town shop? As long and the marshal
Where they hide the bodies.
Right. No, that's the marshal.
The mortuary.
No, that's the marshal's thing sitting in the back there. Nobody's.
That's where the bodies come from. The marshal gets the bodies and then stores them at the town shop. I don't know. We'll have to check our cameras. We'll have to check our cameras and.
Well,
and
my camera said with a little placard right on the town shop door, parking for the city administrator only. So that was Tyra's parking right in front of that garage door.
Yeah, she afforded a whole new plaque. I don't know why she didn't just put her name on it. Like, don't be shy, Tyra.
Don't be shy.
Own it. Own it.
Who else is going to be the town administrator? I mean, apparently from what I hear, she's like it's like you don't have a term limit on that, do you? There's no term limit.
So isn't she the administrator, the clerk, the treasurer, the FOIA officer, the president and CEO, something, I don't know. She got
I don't know. And she's the gas supervisor too, because she just fired the gas supervisor. So she took on that role too.
Right. Yeah, so now she's and the dog catcher. She's the dog catcher now too, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much got it in the bag there. She's got every.
A long time forgotten, her hygiene is filled by the way. And a good life it promised ain't what she's living today.
Was that Tyra? No, that was a blonde-haired girl.
Never complains about the bad times.
All right, guys, I'm out of here. You guys be safe.
Later, brother.
She just talks about the next fix he has, all the tweaking to come.
We're keeping an eye on you, Aguilar.
Oh, she's a
reach out
woman
if you ever want to reach out. YouPeopleFreePress@gmail.com. Good Citizen has his email located on his about. Check him out, hit him up. He is also on Facebook. underneath Good Citizen Media. Look them up. Apparently, a lot of the Aguilar, a lot of the Aguilar groups have kicked him out. That doesn't make any sense. But hey, it is a private platform. I mean, they can do that. It's kind of like YouTube.
He waits till nighttime, gets his flashlight and toolkit again. While you're on vacation, he'll steal the wires from your house, my friend. You may think his life's crazy, but he's doing the best that he can. He met smoking woman's in love with a copper-stealing man.
See, I like to sing.
She's a meth-smoking woman in love with a copper-stealing man. Yes, she loves to get high and she loves kids. She don't give a damn.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Her eyes say she's plastered, got sores on her face and her hands. She met smoking woman's in love with a copper-stealing man. She's a meth-smoking woman in love with a copper-stealing man.
Thank you. Thank you. Greatly appreciate all the applause.
Searching for music for your next video.
Greatly appreciate everybody being in here, and especially Cheryl with all of the links and the love. Thank you very much, Cheryl. And I just, that's all I can say is thank you. You know what I'm saying? If it's not for you guys, I'd be sitting here talking to myself. We all know this. And it also takes you guys to get out there. It just takes your voice. Right, Aguilar? It just takes your voice. One voice. And you know what I look at it as? I look at it as I'm sitting here and I'm yelling into a cave. And I'm hearing an echo all over the place. You know what that is? That's me spreading information and you guys sharing that information. That's not my voice that I'm hearing. That's your guys' voice. So I may have the opinions. You may like them. You may hate them. You may use them at will. I don't care. But much love, everybody. You guys have a great day. I'm going to leave you with this one last song, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Yeah, it's our time to shine. Yo, that's the kind of state of mind you gotta combine with hard work and time. You gotta climb to the top. Don't let yourself drop till your heart stops. Let this beat rock. Got a new clock and a new stock for this new rock. Just let your mind loose from the new stock. Drunk off the goose, yeah. Thinking that I'm too pop. Yeah. Getting caught with a few thoughts, cause I'm too lost. Speakers can't even handle me. Give it what I got. Nobody's gonna drain my energy, and I will never stop. I'm motivated by enemies, setting up shop so everybody remember me. And no, I am not going through life regretfully. I'd rather work non-stop, what they call incessantly, than work some more jobs just to live life pleasantly. Already got lost in my mind, not a fantasy. I'm getting with all forgotten souls, so stop, drop, and roll. You lost all control and pop off your ball. I got squat, I fall. I'm not bought, I'm sold. My stock rocks, it's gold. Hey, knock, knock, she hold. It's shit, talk to close. I ain't stopping though. It's hip hop, you know, or is it rock and roll? I'm not dropping down, no, my pockets grow. You can't stop the show, so get rockin' on. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't here to make it back. Yeah. I ain't never slowing down, keep on going till I'm down. No, I'm never slowing down, cause we're blowing up now. I ain't never slowing down, keep on going till I'm done. No, I'm never slowing down, cause we're blowing up. Hard work's like a weapon, attack with no questions. In my own section, and they still disconnected, cause their mind's been infected, and they're filled with objection, too filled for recollection, so we're losing all attention. They don't know I'm in contention, cause I'm gaining their attention, cause I'm making a connection. Lyricism and aggression got me feeling my ascension. In my passion, my profession, I'm attacking my obsession, taking action and progressing. I go off on the enemy, that's what makes them scared of me. Make my plans carefully, then execute them daringly. They say I act recklessly, but that's why I'm effective. See, you can't predict my tendencies, I offer no transparency. So people think I'm lost until I'm one above second, and my thoughts at the top, but my mind stay present. Don't let your dreams stop, cause dreaming is a blessing. They tell me all the same, told me I won't make a name, but it's not about the fame, it's about keeping me sane. So I stay within my lane, feel my blood pump through my veins, feel adrenaline, no pain, welcome all to my domain. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't need to make friends.
I'm not lying, bro. I'm lying, bro. I'm not lying, bro. I'm lying, bro.